new equipment and I can't really work anything out. I don't know where the live chat is. The camera's over there, not in the middle anymore. But I'm in Buenos Aires and I don't know whether there's anyone here, what's going on. I can't see a thing. It says I'm live, but I'm on my own. Oh, me. See, you're the first comment down there. And it's only, oh, hang on. Wasel the Pan Magician. Oh, it's showing me names too quickly and then they vanish. So I'm sorry, I need to work. Wasel Carolina Krupa. Now I've got it. It's all new. My equipment's all died. And I've had to purchase new equipment. So, no. No. I have a nice British cup of tea in an Italian latte glass. So I haven't thrown any cards. Oh, I need my new phone because look, there's a lemon tree. So hello, Wassail. I can't sing all your names because this text keep vanishing. I'll get used to it. But we're somewhere new. We're in a new continent. It's all gone. All the comments have gone. I need my phone so that we can do a rune poem because I want to keep them up. But this is new, that's new, and it's all confusing me. So library, but I think I've got the poems, so we'll see. We'll have a play. Wassail people. The comments, it won't do shift screen and have your comments up the side. My computer died, my iPad died, my phone died. It's been... But look, it's winter here and it's beautiful. I stepped out of the airport last night and cold air. And in fact, just now, there was moisture coming out of my mouth. There's something ringing in this past ear now. I need to keep looking that way because this is an iPad and the on the computer, that's where you get the camera and it's not there. It's confusing me. So look, Neptune's by the way, Wassail Kathy, Wassail Eliza. I am going to try and sing names when I see them, but this is... It's tricky. I'll get used to it. Yes, it has. My energy, because my whole body cooled down. Last night, I went to bed in a freezing cold room and I was able to put a quilt over my whole body. That's the first time in 9 months that I haven't had to lie naked on top of a bed. And I woke in the middle of the night because my arm had come out and the cold had gone all the way down my arm and it had gone all the way down the inside, all the way down my leg. On one side, I was just frozen, but it felt like a molecular reset. I've been in the sun for too long, and it's winter here, so it gets to 0 degrees. Now, I looked at the weather forecast before I came, and it was cold, and I was excited, and I just looked at the weather just now. Wassail Cheney, and it's going to get hot next week. So I came for the winter, and the sun is bloody following me. So let's do Neptune's bell. This is the first one here in Buenos Aires. So let's ding a dong. Oh, I'm going to have a sip of tea. That's weird. My tea's doing a kind of latte effect. So this morning I went out because I need a new chip because my phone doesn't seem to work. It's meant to, but it's not working. And I couldn't get one. And then I got lost and I couldn't find it. Couldn't find things. I managed to get coffee beans to grind. And I was told how here it's very difficult to be a vegetarian or a vegan. And all I could find was vegetarian and vegan shops. Everywhere. So let's do the bells. Concentrate, everybody. It's so hard to look at that bit of the screen down there. And I've not thrown a single card at all since being here. So I'm going to do it with you. And I have no idea what we're doing. So, bells. So, there's a rolling warmth to the bells. Very stable energy. I think when I do that, you can hear it on the microphone, so I must stop doing that. Very stable energy. There was a sense of healing. What was weird? What was weird? What happened? Is it Buenos Aires magic? Winter magic? Lemon tree, that's not very winter. It's covered in lemons. But look, I'm not sweating. I don't have sweaty armpits. I've got a new shirt. It's like I need to throw my head into the air. So, the sound of the bells, it's because I can't plug my microphone in either. So I need to hope that the microphone on this new iPad is sufficient. So let's just get some cards. Oh look, that's interesting that the bottom of the deck is personal Yggdrasil tree. Oh, is there? What's over here, Kathy? I have to say, I don't know whether any of you do mundane astrology and follow travel lines, but I'm on Buenos Aires, up the Rio de Plata, which is the widest river in the world that's here between Buenos Aires and Montevideo, is where my sun line goes. And it's meant to be a very lucky line to be under your sun line from your natal chart. It's also my north node, so I feel like I'm on a sunny destiny here. Who am I going to meet? What will I see? What will happen? Also, the lunar eclipse path was over Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires! I'm not saying I'm manic. It's just another manic Monday. Ooh. I'm taking them. Right, and there's 3. So it begins with one face up. Stenkness. Very soon, these won't look like this. But I've got to learn a new art program to finish designing the cards. So, we need a poem. Thank you, beautiful people. So, poem. 62, which is oh! That's the day I came here. So, I was coming on the 1st. And actually, on the 1st of June, and then actually, my first flight was delayed, so I got put in a hotel in Mexico City overnight, and I travelled instead on June the 2nd. So I was being tested. On the plane, I had my oldest deck of cards, which I haven't brought here, but they're in the other room. And I was leave, and I kept saying to them, why have you put me on a different plane? Why have you put me on a different plane on a different day? And they were like, we're not telling you. So I'm looking for 62, Book of the Runes. Book of the Runes. Why is it not showing me the one that I want? The one that I want. Book of the Runes. Here we go. Right, so 62. I'm curious to see whether this shows up. Oh, look at that, people. Sort of does. It's got a bit of a reflection on it, but let's read the poem. Oh, I'm holding the phone upside down. I'm like a really old person with new technology. So this is sent, tested, and it's also the bellows. So, oh, this is good. This has got the dragon Nithogir in it, just so that you know. So here we go. You stand before the gateward, the dragon Nithogir, who chews the corpses littering the shores before this gargantuan gateway. This was, for me, a gargantuan gateway getting here. So, I'll start again. Oh, have a sip of tea. Oh, my energy's too much for me to deal with. Right, Stenkness. The camera's there, Russell. Oh, hang on. Right. You stand before the gateward, the dragon Nithogir, who chews the corpses littering the shores before this gargantuan gateway. In the monstrous silence, Nithogir inhales your essence to test your measure. Nithogir cherishes fearlessness as he squares you directly in the eyes and holds you fixed. Will you fail and crawl, or will you stand tall and match Nithogir's might? Your call, but don't knock if you're not prepared to fall. So that's the first energy that we have. So it's a challenge. It was a challenge this morning, even just trying to go shopping, because my phone doesn't work here yet. It's got the old Mexican chip in it and it wouldn't connect, and I just got lost. I haven't been wandering around very much when I was in Mexico because it was so hot. You can't wander about in the sun without feeling like you're in a shower of sweat. And my feet hurt now because I wandered around for 3 hours, lost. What have we got? Oh, look, what did I say? I am under 1st of the 6th. 2nd of the 6th. 1st of June, 2nd of June. I am under my sun line. I am under my line of life force. I would say the magic's coming back. I will read that poem, I guess. So, now we need to find another rune book. Rune book. Book of the Runes, 0 to 12. Oh no, 16. Oh, please. Try and help me look professional. Book of the Runes, 16. Sigil. Oh, look, I have to show you it because I like the spelling of sigil. So there's this one. So this is the artwork, void of all the additional stuff that will be on it, which is going to be on the website. Thanks, Sinead. So let's do sigil. So, sigil, life force, maker of all things, force of warmth, melting ice to release physical existence. I've gone the other way. I was warm and I've come cold. And now he's saying it's going to get warm. And I told you, I just looked at the weather forecast and it's changed. Was a wild wolf woman and and what does that say? Hang on, come back. The bells were chucking or choking. it's all new. It's all new, Cheney. So yes, the sun's coming here to Buenos Aires. It wasn't when I checked the weather reports recently, but today, just now, I sat in my little courtyard with the lemon tree, and I looked up the weather, and it said it's going to get really warm next week. It's even going to get to 18 degrees. It's meant to be 12, and I'm like, I've landed on my sun line. My travel line, you can look them up. You put in astrocartography, travel lines, and I'm under my sun one and also my destiny. So I don't know whether this is for you, this reading. Might just be for me. You could all just go away. So look, concentrate, sigil. Oh, what's all good stuff? Is it your birthday, Miss Wolf? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Or my favourite one, which is happy birthday, happy birthday, yay, yay, yay. Happy birthday, happy birthday, yay, yay, yay. So let's do this. Right. Sigil. This is serious. This is my sun line. So, 16. Sigil. Maker of all things. Force of warmth, melting ice to release physical existence. Imbued with being. The life-creating light that shines and shifts. This nomadic force fights to remain in flux, fluid and flowing. To step with the sun is to sail the cosmic sea and be as light and alive as a precious jewel pinned upon the rolling sky above. Hooray! I'm in Buenos Aires. They tango here, and in August is the big tango festival. I might go to some gay tango classes just so that I can press myself against some handsome men. Right, so, and now, oh for Lagoo. So look, scent tested and Opalagu. They're probably meant to be that way around, but it's all back to front here. So this is 62. This is today's date. 63. So we've had the 1st of June, the 2nd of June when I arrived, and now today's date, the 3rd of June. Opalagu. This is spooky. So 63. Now I've got to go back and find the other. Got to find the other book now. So Book of the Runes. Opalagu. Ooh, it's a pretty one. Opalagu. Yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow. So, Opalagu. Ooh, so Opalagu 63, surf the highest oceanic cosmic crest, dancing and breaking at the feet of the Elven Ring. Dancing, tango, let's all tango. It's an energy embracing, mirroring. I'm really being given this information of coming together under new energies of life. Embracing, touching, shaking hands, that whole energy of returning to each other. That's what I'm picking up here. I am going to read the poem. I'm trying really hard. How soon will the cards be ready? I've gone through all of the poems again with Kathy on here. And then Reem, Rob and Patrick and I still need to look at the artwork. It's come on a long way, but I've just bought a new program because I'd quite like to use some different brush strokes to create the actual runes. There's something that's still not quite ready. I mean, I might just print up some decks, get them to a few people so that we can all have a good shuffle with them, and then see how they work and then make some adjustments. But I want them now. I don't want these ones, even though they're magic. So, Opalagu, just for you. I know, I really can't wait for the deck. I really thought that by the time I'd had all my teeth traumas, that I would have a version of it already printed, but we're getting there. It's been a year since we started them. I began researching them in Cascais in Portugal, and it was then that we sort of started looking into what they might mean, the different energies. And I want the deck to be perfect, because every deck I have, there's always a card that comes out and you go, I hate that card. And I don't want to feel that with any of these. I really want them to have something divine deck timing about them, but also divine messages with new stories that can bring us forward. So, Opalagu. So, Opalagu. Right. Nithahogir is in this one and in this one. So, here we go, people. So, surf the highest ocean. Let's do that again. Opalagu, embraced, mirrored. Surf the highest oceanic cosmic crest, dancing and breaking at the feet of the Elven Ring. A gift so rare, a mantle to wear that bears supernatural celestial secrets breathed into your being by Nithogir, the dragon form the gods use to witness your soul. When you mirror an aspect of their now flawless soul, they may, just may, allow you to channel an Ophilagu just for you, something special. So that's looking good for me. I don't know how you're all doing. So let's put that down there. I need a bit more tea. I've got tea and I've got water, I've got coffee beans, I've got some fresh pasta, because Buenos Aires is very, very different to most of South America. It's a very cosmopolitan place. It's got people from all over the world, and it's got great influences from all different parts of Europe. So there's lots of fresh pasta shops here. So let's go to opening the 9 realms and let's just dig in and see what's coming. So I'm not looking at those. I've had to go and buy new clothes because I've been wearing shorts and flip-flops for 2.5 years. And now I've come to winter and I don't even have any socks. I've got one jumper. Oh no, I bought a new one. I've got a cardigan. And I got my new shirt. More love, less fear. Because that's a really important message. Hang on, I was going to sing your name, but I couldn't read it. Wassail, 1212, roguelite. Good to have you here. I'm sorry I'm not singing everyone's names, but I'm on new equipment and it's all confusing me. But there's like really tight energy in these cards. Right. Gets dark early here, so I've got to rush because it gets dark at about 6 p.m. I don't know what the time is now. 444! There's magic. And this is bliss. This is win. 444. The Jupiter trap. Right. See, there's all kinds of weird magic, synchronicities. They're back, people. So let's have some, the Jupiter trap. Yeah, look. The reason, Eve, is that a lot of people get obsessed with 444, and it's a really positive number. It's a number of healing, but it can also be a healing crater that you get stuck in, and you can't seem to find your way out of it. And it's almost like Jupiter's laughing at you because you feel good, but you can't seem to move forward, and you can't seem to lift yourself out of that energy and transform things. So sometimes if you're seeing too many 444s, you kind of want to try and find another one, another number. We've got a card, people. What is it? Hey! Whoa! It's Scardy. Second chances. Walking out of one life and into a new life. I mean, that's what we just said with the Jupiter trap. So Scardy is, she's a Jotun, a giant, and she's also an ice giant. And she is the one who was tricked into marrying someone she didn't want to marry, and they kind of spent time by the sea because he was a sea god, and then they spent time by her mountain, and they decided they didn't like each other really, so they gave up on each other. But she carries a sword of truth which helps her to navigate through life. And she's also goddess of the snowshoes, so she doesn't make any more slips. She slipped up the first time when she thought the gods were being honest, and then she realized that they were tricking her and mocking her. So she walks into her own life, making her own decisions. So, Skadi, what do you want to say? Skadi. Fool me once, exactly. I don't want these, but I like them to fall, but they said you've got to take them. It's to do with 3 birds. It's to do with seeing the larger picture and taking off. So there's some kind of new information being driven towards us, or we're walking towards it. We're walking towards a new energy frequency. We're walking away from a stale picture and flying towards a new picture. But at the same time, there's some kind of energy of ing. There's this frequency of the sacral. So, yellow electric sea gear. So we're redefining our inner compass. So for the last 2 years, we've all been in a kind of a personal bubble. We've all been disconnected. We've been taught to unweave ourselves, and we've been taught somehow to calm our energies. I haven't, obviously, this today, but we've been taught to calm our energies and separate from all the confused tangles that have been going on. And now the energy is shifting. This energy of the life force, this line of fate that takes place, is beginning to redefine us. Now, we're all in individual, cosmic, personal bubbles, dimensions that belong purely to us, in which we can redefine ourselves. And now we're all coming out. So this is actually a really important message. More love, less fear. So as you move forwards out of this energy, as all of our individual bubbles begin to join together, that embracing, mirroring the energy of the people you want to see in your future, that's what we have to do. Something in my mouth then. So part of this is, if you have fear, you will, as all these bubbles open, the way in which you will reform and connect with life is you will reconnect with all the other people that have similar fears to you, who go through similar difficulties to you. As we reconnect, we want to reconnect to this energy of love. So you have to break the pattern and imagine that you live in a loving world with a happy community and with people that regard each other kindly, that have the, and it is that energy of non-judgmentalness. So if you want to surge into some beautiful new frequency, you really do at the moment have to consider the notion that everybody in the world thinks the same as you, and that will put you, each of us, into the dimensions, because all the dimensions are open, and we've got to weave our way into the dimension that we think best fits our future. So it's a really beautiful message, but you really do have to have more love, less fear, because the fear will keep driving you into a dark place, and we don't need to go to the dark place. We really don't. So let's have a go at seeing what the alchemy of astrology. So remember, keep to the love, don't let the fear. And if someone comes along and tells you some kind of fear, just go, do you know what? If that's the world you want to live in, as these dimensions seal back up, you take yourself there. I'm going to a better place. That's what you need to tell yourself. Love does dispel fear. Oh, look, Kawar. That's a perfect example on the bottom of the deck of this energy. So, this is the cosmic shaman. I think it's a Californian indigenous tribe's god. And this is the true mystical experience. It's the singer of existence. It's the sacred songs of life. But there is a cost. I'm going to ask what the cost would be. I don't usually, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yes, sing love into existence. Speak love. Yes, Crystal Azure. It really is right now about love. So, I'm going to ask two questions. One, which is, what happens when you just sing love to life? And then we're going to look at what is the cost that you might encounter. And then I'm going to have a sip of tea. So what happens when you sing love to life? What happens when you sing love to life? What happens when you sing love to life? Six of Swords. You move past the dark space. It's interesting with this card that they're all lined up around the heart. Also, it's Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury is actually in Taurus, but today Mercury turns stationary and is going to go back over Algol, the dark, naughty planet, Medusa's head. And it will march its way back into Gemini. And we are in June. We're getting this real energy. Oh, look. 369. And we have the Princess of Wands. This is about manifesting, throwing the old tiger out. Oh, that's interesting. We're in Year of the Tiger. This is fire tiger. You've got a water tiger. You've got to get your tiger emotional. You've got to work with emotions. And what are emotions of? You know, you've got to work with them. Tea. I might do some long. I would, but you know, in my lemon tree courtyard. Also, one day we're going to go up those steps. There's a big table upstairs with a big barbecue. I'm going to start doing some food recipes. I was going to do some in Mexico, but every time I turned the flame on the cooker on, I just sweated. And I'm like, this is not interesting. You can't do sweating. Also, all my recipes are going to be for people with no teeth. Because I'll tell you what, it was so difficult on the plane. I was starving. And they kept giving me things I couldn't chew. So, the frequency of love, qua, 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 qua. The frequency of love, qua, 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 qua. Oi! This is all 369s, but we've now got 2 6s. This is we're really June. June is busting out all over. So, this is partly a reunion with the self, but it's also that energy I just spoke about. It's a reuniting frequency with everyone else. And this is Sun in Scorpio. Oh, that's interesting. So this is talking about the energy of the solar and lunar eclipse that will take place in 25th of October will be the solar eclipse. 8th of November will be the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, Sun and Moon in Scorpio energy. It's also the eclipse tunnel that I was born in. because I was born between a solar and a lunar eclipse all those many years ago, and it's the exact same Saros series. So again, I don't think this is about any of you. It's all about me. Yes, we do. We have to break out of the traps. And there is divine energy within a 3-9. It's an inner energy, the 3. It's not about the physical world. It's about you creating something within you, creating your new opportunity to move forwards. The only way to really find out is to look for whatever year you're born. Go back and look for the eclipses and see where they were and when they were, because the eclipse tunnel that just happened between the 30th of April and the 16th of May was the one that I was in my mother's womb during, and I had a lot of messages from my mother about how she, as a mother, mothers absorb pain to create your life. And now I have to absorb the pain myself. And the example with my teeth, that's been really difficult, because at the moment I don't want to wear a denture, and I'm not having another operation to fit things. So for the moment I'm just, doing juices and broth. I'm going to be creating some really nice recipes. So let's move on. So what's the cost of the bliss? What's the cost of the bliss? What is the cost of bliss? What is the cost of bliss? What is the cost of bliss? That's really interesting. So I'm seeing this card descending. Usually it is about elevating, even though there's an energy of it pushing down. But this is like, if you don't stick with the energy of love, if you allow the fear, the cost is a cosmic ulcer. And this here, this is the cosmic ulcer. It's like you allow the negative frequency of your energy, the dark energy, the growling, angry energy, to kind of connect your loving self to a sort of a sore emotion. So really sore emotions will come if you can't keep in the right frequency. Let's have one more. Ba 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 ba. There we go. Ooh, and it'll happen quickly. Mercury in Sagittarius. So I'm going to put on this, I'm going to put a little of the alchemy astrology on that question, but it's the descent, the fear descent. What's this fear descent? Because it's swift. It's like, it's a drop of doubt wipes it out. It's a drop of doubt wipes it out. You have to maintain at the moment, as well as you can, this energy that we're calling the lower heart, but it's really the physical heart. It's a love of the world that you exist in. It's the physical world, and you've got to learn to love it. And the energy that's around at the moment is kind of trying to trick us. Yes, trust, exactly, Rebel Scum. It's trying to trick us into the fear frequency, and a drop of doubt wipes it out. So that's what this is saying. It's your descent into your peptic ulcer, your discomfort emotionally, is rapid. It's like a popping of a balloon, and then you just got to keep pumping the balloon back up. But you really, at the moment, you want to maintain this energy of love. So let's see what this deck wants to add. That one's just flipped in the deck. Taurus. This is very important energy. So this is congelation. So in the alchemical process, it's the second part. So you're now trying to thicken and congelate your emotions. You have to be more Taurus. Look, the nodes are in Taurus. North node, the destiny is to be fixed, into the earth. This is fixed earth energy. And we also have crystallizing and a body consciousness. We've all got to become aware of our bodies. We've got to, I mean, look, I feel like I'm doing that at the moment, having come out of the burning, sweating heat. And I feel probably that I've lost a lot of minerals in the last 6 months. It's time to kind of work with our body and our biomes. That's a message we do get a lot. But I feel like last night when I slept in a cold room, it felt like all of my physical cells responded to the cold. And so somehow it's brought a new energy back to me that I just couldn't find in the heat. So I feel like that one. 2022 with Gustav. Moon in Pisces. This is about daydreaming. This is also about activating your pineal gland, that little tiny grain of rice inside your brain. So try to avoid things that will calcify. Now, you can just say all the food you eat is poisoning your brain, and you will find that you can't make your psychic connection that you want. You can say that. Or you can decide that you have more power and that you just decide to open your pineal gland and visualize it functioning. Because nothing is as powerful as our own thoughts to push something forward, to make a decision, to dream something into reality. So what else do we have on here? This is about foot disorders is interesting because I haven't been walking anywhere for ages because it was so hot. My feet hurt today. This is about being spaced out. So this is about a connection through the veil. Sort of seeing things that you wouldn't ordinarily see is now a possibility because you can visualize almost, they're showing me trees breaking through pavements in cities. I noticed today, I read an article recently about how urban trees, and they're very important and they're very old, and some of them have been around 200, 300, 400 years, but actually they're suffering. They're suffering because of tarmac. They're not able to get enough water. There's all kinds of underground pipes and there's all kinds of systems of electricity and fiber optics that are being dug through, and they're not having their space. And because their roots are as wide as their branches, they need, and then when they're down roads, they're touching each other under the pavements. And where we brought in tarmac, they can't get the water. They're starving and they're stressed, these trees. And so what the trees do is their roots are pushing upwards and breaking open the tarmac, because a tree will feel the rain. It knows that there is rain on its leaves, but it's not feeling the rain down in its roots, because what we've done for a long time is we've created gutters, and so all the water gets thrown into a gutter and swims away. The tree wants that water, and so it's breaking open the tarmac because that's what's choking it. And yeah, it's destroying pavements, but it's trying to say, I need water. And that's this energy. Break the tarmac around your pineal gland by visualizing it breaking. Uncalcify it. Don't think, oh, I need to stop eating, drinking this. Just do it. Visually open your pineal gland. See it as connecting. Yeah, it really is really sad, and the trees are really suffering. And it's interesting that the beginning of the message when I picked up the rune cards was the personal Yggdrasil tree. It's like we choke when we only live in the energy of fear. We give ourselves ulcers, we make ourselves ill, and we need to have the positive mindset to break through these things. Visually, just break through them. See the world differently. Don't listen to dismal comments by others. See the world you want to live in, because all these realities are reforming. So what do we have? We've got trine and 945. So this is harmony. And we have Mary the Jewess. She's queen of the deck. The whole deck is about Mary the Jewess. But what I'm hearing now is it's about this trine, this energy, and it's air energy trining us. We are all the alchemista, the Maria Prophetissima that is Mary the Jewess. Beautiful card. She's the last one in the deck. And yes, humor is very important. I've stopped laughing too much now. So this is true alchemy, being in harmony with true alchemy. So that's this, breaking free of the calcified picture of the pineal gland. You could almost, this ulcer could be the pineal gland. Reach up and charge it open, break it open. There's loads of snakes whizzing about at the top here. So bust it open, trine it, be your own alchemist. Oh, it's the air pump. I'll look out later, because there's another deck on its way. I haven't got any of them out yet, but you can't have too many ideas in the pipeline. So, breaking free, creating something new, a completion and a new beginning, but a divine trine energy. So you have the formula within you to create a new philosophy. This is the creatrix of new philosophies. So I'm going to pull those cards away, and then I'm going to go to this deck. Ooh, look at them. Sorcerer. I'll be a bit quick because I feel like the light's going to get away. And I don't want to be grainy. These going here. Jupiter. Let's just pull these back. So now let's put these back. This is exciting. I wonder what the messages might be. Couldn't get really many messages up in the air. And I was like, I'm in the air and it's air time. It was a reading from Sam. I love Sam. Sam was the first person to draw people's attention to me. And I can't wait to send Sam a rune deck when we've got something. She might not like them. So where's the deck for these? Yes, it is a lemon tree behind me. And I don't know what I'm going to make with the lemons. But I love a lemon. I might just have lemon water every day. So let's see what this is, collective message. You have a big thunderstorm. Lemonade, that's a good idea too. Ooh, and now Kate Blanchett is here. It's getting grainy. Thunderstorms all over the place, people. Not here. I brought the sunshine here because I'm on my sun line. What have we got? It's the wrong way round. Mystical shaman. Heart of sky, not the sky, the heart of sky. And then flow. This is just saying there's download. To me, this is talking about a massive shift, a collective download. Heart of sky is Sagittarius, the galactic center of the universe. There's something very distant. This feels like architects of the universe pushing a new energy through the galactic center to kind of breathe new life into everyone, the possibility of something new. So, I need a bit of water now. So I'm gonna put these on. Yeah, it is a collective download, but it's the architects of the universe, the Elohim. And they kind of reside in the 8th dimension. The 7th dimension is where all of the Lego bricks of cosmic law and physicality exist. And then the 8th dimension is where the architects build worlds, build cosmoses. So there's a new frequency being pushed through the veil to create. I'm still getting pineal gland upgrades, like busting open your pineal gland. It's what seems to be coming through. So these architects, what's the message from the architects? What's the message from the architects? So we have the 7 of Cups, and this is melting of toxicity, of letting go of old trauma. But this is like some kind of crystal clear waterfall that's coming in to melt away toxic chocolate emotions, dark. So that's interesting that they made me say chocolate. So they're saying that these are emotions that have felt delicious. They have felt completely tasty. They have been something that we have craved. And there's a kind of bittersweetness to these old emotions that need to be pushed back. And then this idea that they've been delivering us strife. So it's interesting because it's 7 and 5, which is 12. They are a blockage. So thank you, Esther. These old bittersweet energies are being transformed by the architects. They're pushing new collective energies in. Yeah, it's got this energy of like Saturn in Leo. So somehow creating a frequency that felt like our personalities were being restricted, not restricted. Our personalities were being smothered in something that felt delicious, like an untruth. But it felt like the most perfect truth, and yet it's an untruth. That's really fascinating. Sorry, I'm thinking of Rob. He's always... So we've been sugar-coated, chocolate sugar-coated, and it's been delicious, but it's time to wash that off and bring in a new energy. So what else are the messages from the Elohim? Please, the Elohim, the Elohim, the Elohim. Come on, Elohim, Elohim, Elohim. What are you building? One card. Ooh, what are you building? A brand new future. This is, it says the knight, but in this deck it's the king. So they're saying something chivalrous. There's something more honest. There's something, it's an echo of the sacral. The shield is, we are the sunshine. We are the force of light. When we allow this energy, let's put it there. When we allow this new energy from the Elohim to come through, what did Sam mention? So when we allow this energy in, it comes in as a download through the head. First of all, look, you can see this coming down and swooping up across the third eye. The pineal needs to, I know we're saying this again, the pineal gland needs to open, and that will open a frequency, a humbling frequency in our sacral that will deliver a new energy. We have to be the pharos, the light, the shining, and we mustn't go out trying to make a difference to others. We just have to make a difference to ourselves. And when we shine with this Elohim-driven energetic flow, you will wake up each day in a dimension surrounded by more and more people that share this Elohim gift. So, anything else from the Elohim? Anything else from the Elohim? It's love. It's just, that's what it is. We've all got to let this energy of love pass through us. I'm not saying don't eat chocolate. Heaven forfend. Eat as much chocolate as you want. They're giving me it as chocolate so that you understand that there are some things that we can have an addiction to that can be good and bad. You know, if you're addicted to chocolate that's full of shit, it's not really very good for you. Wasailreen! You go run some errands. It's just nice to say hello to you, beautiful lady. So, and I can zoom you now, Reem, from here, because I've got a better connection. I know the light's getting a bit weird at the moment. Oh. 2 cards flipped. Look. We are all in our own personal Yggdrasil bubble. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Pop it. You got to come out of it. We've all got to come out of it, because what is inside that bubble? Your own smoky mirror. That's where you're choking your own world. Your own life is being choked because you're not seeing what doesn't belong to you. We've got to break free. We've got to pop that bubble with this new flowing energy. Ooh, let's do it that way. Of love. It's, love is all you need. So, Elohim. Pop in the bubble. Pop in the bubble, Elohim. I'm getting hungry. Pop in the bubble. Pop in the bubble, Elohim. Love for all. Yes, exactly. But we must also remember to tune in to this energy of non-judgmental love. You can discern things. You can have all that kind of energy, but you don't want to love somebody or something that's around you with any form of judgment. Just love it for being different to you. Love it for holding an opposite opinion to you, but allow that energy of love to be non-critical. And look, we're getting the energy of already the build up towards the solar eclipse tunnel, bringing a new defining frequency. This Nine of Wands is talking about the 25th of October and the 8th of November. You just pulled smoky mirror. So what else? What else? Before I go completely grainy. So, this card. It's been following me around all year. Every time I do any kind of shuffling to find out what might be happening to me, I get this card. And it's been fascinating because every time I'm like, no more towers, no more towers. Because they're not fluffy. They're a growth point, but they hurt. This is going to be painful for people. And it's been painful for me, but we've got to stop rhubarb and custarding. It's not some kind of comical animation. This is a tower moment. This is the cosmos, the Elohim looking down, the heart of the sky looking down. If you want to get to this energy of mystical shaman, you've got to face the pains. And I'm telling you, they've been so hard and endless. It's weird. It's come out again, and I'm like, what next? The truth. That's the other card that came with it. The towers reveal the truth, but we don't always want to see it. I didn't want to see lots of the truths with my endless towers. I really didn't. I just was like, enough now. I'd been on a magical journey for 2 years, and then all of a sudden there was a whole series of burning towers, and it was scalding. So, this tower is collective, and it's about the choices we make. So let's just ask directly, what's this bloody tower about? And I'm going to use a rune, and we're going to get a poem. So, what is the tower about? It's about uncomfortable giant portal for the whole world. This is Thorny. Not porn, thorn. So, it's number 3. Let's get number 3. This is a dark energy, and you've got to be daring. You've got to be daring for this one. So, number 3. 1, oh, that's 5. It's opened on 5. So, here is the card without any of the artwork on it and the poem. Let's read the poem. 3. Thorn. So this is thorn, portal, and giant, Jotun. So dense, thorny thickets encircle sacred spaces. The fairy-infested blackthorn briars call and pull you to expect entrancing, enchanting entrance to the other place. Leaves and purple-fruited sloes drop as its naked, twisted black skeleton shifts and shivers, revealing a giant gateway. Dare you? Dare you? Six is Swedish National Day, people. So a giant thorny portal is awaiting us, but it's a good thing. It is a good thing. You've got to pop this personal bubble, this personal dimension that we've all been slotted into for the last 2 years, and be prepared to move with love. So this portal, oh, that one's a bit sharp, but then it is a thorny portal. Ooh. She's back. Walk on. Walk in truth. There's the sword that Skadi carried. Walk in your truth. Choose your truth. Decide what your truth would be in your perfect Elohim created existence. That's how you move forward. And yes, truth and love. Love is the truth. Now, the second card, Jira, Hera. This is harvest. There is a beautiful harvest. The space has opened. If you put these two together, you get the Ganunga gap. You get the point at which limitless potential. The Ganunga gap is being opened so that you can bring your personal truth, your energy frequency through to you. And where does it take you? Vend, bliss, win. It brings you back up from an emotionally difficult time. You flow, you float on the water. The water will raise you up. The water is the Akashic frequency of love. Because the smoky mirror has a watery aspect here, and it's very difficult to see, but with this new camera you might see here there is a figure drowning. It's not the reflection of Buddha, it's a figure drowning because you can't get yourself out of the water in your truth. And we can all do this. So I'm going to ask one last question, which is, what does it mean to be a mystical shaman? What does it mean personally to be a mystical shaman? These cards don't shuffle very well. What does it mean? So there's some here that landed on the thorns. Oh, look. Fire This is 6-6. I think that one's for you, Gustav. That's your national day. This is about a sort of impulse, spontaneity. So to be a true mystical shaman is to live in the moment, to live in the now, to not think ahead, but to flow in the moment from the heart of sky straight into your soul, straight into your sacral, this energy of love. And it's passionate. It's a really strong frequency. It's excitable. And it came with 44. 66, 44, 2 master numbers. So if you look at that, it's the beginning part of a formation of the Philosopher's Stone, which is the circle, the square, the triangle, and the circle, all put together. And this is about action. This is about being in conflict with things. So this is that tower moment. You gain no journey. All mystical shaman know the pain of truth, is what they're saying. We have to know the pain of truth. You have to be able to move between the dimensions and understand that sometimes the dimensions hurt. But it's only going through pains that teaches you love, that teaches you how to bring this energy to all. Yeah, I love rhubarb and custard. I also like the rhubarb and custard sweets. Now, the other thing about being a mystical shaman, Moon in Scorpio, 60. So this is the energy of the eclipse again. We're getting that eclipse energy. This is coming. This energy of becoming a mystical shaman is a journey from now. Hopefully they'll keep feeding us more information, but it's from now all the way through to the next eclipse tunnels. So this is deep diving. This is X-ray vision. This is seeing, seeing the truth, seeing your truth, seeing other people's truths, but not judging. Go through that energy, but don't judge. Get up and walk on without slipping. So, what else do we have here? There's a wild sensuality to this. So I want to say you've got to not be prudish. You've got to accept your body consciousness. That came earlier. You've got to love your body. You've got to understand your genes, the message within your DNA. And then it ends with spirit, which is 13. No, it's not. Yes, it is. 13, house 12, self-actualization. To be a mystical shaman is to understand the truth of yourself. Suck it up. Blow it out. Whatever you need to do, more love, less fear. That's what this message is all about. Unseen realms, the unseen realms of the personal Yggdrasil tree. The energy to go into, I feel like there's a real energy of the 6th dimension, because we've got 666 here. Now, 666, for me, has always been shown as the energy of spirit animals. It's where animals go, but we go there sometimes to understand our relationship with animals. And that's something which we all need to look at. So that's the 6th dimension. I also feel like you're going to be taken to the 7th dimension, which is you're going to be asked to play with the idea of how would you... Thank you. I got it in Mexico when I went to Tuxtla before flying. It was in CNA. So there's this energy of being given the building blocks to philosophize not just a personal world, not just this energy, not just this energy, not a personal world, not a world that we all live in, but a cosmos. What would you make your cosmos? How would you make your cosmic laws? What would you make right? What would you make wrong? maybe you let go of all of those things. Wow, so Steve. So maybe we all need to create a non-judgmental world and just understand that when people do things that we think are wrong, I mean, it is down to that. When people do things that we think are wrong, we require some kind of balancing, punishing often frequency. And maybe we're all being asked collectively to imagine a universe where you understand why people do what they do. You don't have to look very far as empaths to really understand people's behavior and understand it rather than judge it. Just understand why people do things that you think are wrong and cut people more slack to be able to see their own differences, and for them all to begin to understand that this energy heals everything. But judging doesn't. And it's very difficult because in the tarot we have the card of judgment. And I think that that's one of those energies that needs somehow changing. Yeah, get a perspective on people, but don't blame people for things that are outside of their own lives. We all get messed up by life, all of us, and yet somehow we find refuge in pretending that someone else is more messed up than us. Everyone's messed up in their own way. We've all got things to learn. Wow, so embrace your uniqueness but embrace other people's as well. Allow other people to be different, to be their own frequencies. So I'm going to go shortly, but I'm just going to pull the cards back and then I just want to throw something else on the table to end. Yeah, it's really hard, but that's the challenge. The world has become very divided. We've become a place where we're kind of for or against something. And actually, we should just accept difference. So instead of fearing the differences, is just accept that the differences exist, but they don't impact negatively on you. That's about building this new dimensional. What about toxic people? Then I just say that I don't live in a world where toxic people enter my life. I just have to let go of them. I don't want the challenge of them. I don't want to judge them as toxic. If that's their energy that they want to carry, it's their choice to do that. And I'm moving forwards into a world where people understand, people love and care more for each other. And as these dimensions form around us, I will move, you will move, we will move into that dimensional reality where all that toxicity doesn't exist anymore, because it's only toxic if we fear it. If we embrace it with a loving understanding that there are many paths, then we do that Seven of Cups. We use that Elohim loving energy to melt away the things that aren't beneficial to a future. You're going to build your own cosmos in the seventh dimension, and then the Elohim will come down and judge your papers like you're at college. So, no, don't hope, trust. You really do have to trust, because that's making your dimensions a reality. If we only hope has no destination. Hope is a wish that you hope will come true. If you trust, you create the actuality. Yeah, it is where faith comes in, but it's also that it's the zero, it's the Fool card. So, is there a final message? Is there a final message? It's back where we started. I am on my astrocartography sunline now. It runs right up the river here on the edge of Buenos Aires. And it's supposed to be very beneficial to live beneath or for a period of time or to travel where your sunline is. And so I'm on my sunline now. And let's have one Odin. One Odin, one Odin, one Odin. One Odin, one Odin, one Odin. That's so interesting. And they're saying to me, hold it upside down. It's Hagal. It's hail. It's painful to let the sun back out. It hurts to move in the energy. So they're reminding me of the heat as well that I was in Mexico, and how here it's winter because I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. But it is painful to let the sun come out. It's a shadowy world when you let the sun in, because the whole point of the sun is it casts shadows. So you've got to accept that there will always be some kind of darkness that makes the world beautiful. So that's really, really lovely. I would do one more room, but I'm getting too grainy, and I really don't want to be grainy. Not anymore. Not anymore. I want clarity. So beautiful people. That's my first little message. I thought I was going to have a few days off, and I just kind of went shopping, got really tired feet, and I was like, do a video. Do it now. And it's been long, like 8-7 minutes. Thank you. I think my body needed refrigerating after all the heat. So, beautiful people. There will be lots to come. I'm even going to take you out and take you on some sightseeing tours as well. We're going to go do things together. And once I've worked out this kitchen, yes, tango. I am so going to go out, Gustav, and find myself a tango class, a gay tango class, because I just want to have a little tango around with some guys. It's all going to be fun. I am so going to enjoy Buenos Aires because it's, look, 444, we had that earlier. Because it's a beautiful place, and look, there's 102 people in here, you beautiful, beautiful people. Am I going to give you another card just for being past that? 103! That person needs a card. Let's have a room. Let's have a room. Let's have a room. Yeah, I'm going to work out this kitchen, and then we're going to start doing some food for people with no teeth. I will get some teeth at some point, but right now I can't be bothered. I don't care. I'm wearing my wounds, as Reem said, for the moment. Oh, look, it's Jormungandr, the world serpent, destiny. Someone said something about tango. I love a tango in my head. Yeah, do you know, tango, the music here, the culture, this city has got more bookshops, I think, than anywhere else in the world currently. It also has more theatrical productions on here than in New York and London. It's a really amazing town. It's full of so many diverse people. And I have to say, today, just wandering around, I've never seen so many beautiful eyes in the most amazing colors. So Eeyore, 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 Eeyore. So look, 99, some people have left, but 99 is a very lucky number for me. So let's go to, what number is it? 28. 28, 28. 26 to 38. Here we go. Eeyore, Eeyore, Eeyore. Eeyore, Eeyore, Eeyore. So, people's eye colour is changing with their ascension. Yes, it's really nice. There must be a lot of ascension going on here. So, Eeyore, world serpent, destiny. It's like the X on a stitch in your life. So, there's always some point in time that is destined. How that fated moment unfolds is how we choose to step towards it. Thor and Eeyore were forever woven together, always to die together. Will you not pierce and stitch your pathway toward your inevitable focused future and then start sowing ever fearlessly further onwards, facing fate and not skirting the issue? Eeyore is a gift from time. I love that. It's a gift from time. In fact, there's a Kate Bush song. Just being alive is a gift from time, or something. And I hear she's in the news again at the moment. She must have some new songs out. So, look, see, this is interesting, look. Sun and destiny. I'm on my sun line and my north node, my destiny line. Something magical is coming, but it still could be filled with shadows. So that's what we have for today. And now I'm hungry. Yes, I'm hungry. Yes, the pillars look like serpents. Oh, this, look, we are going to heal. Yes, water maiden. Maybe running up that hill was in a new season of Stranger Things. Oh, maybe. I don't watch telly ever, so I don't know what's going on. I can't remember. It's got the song, Just Being Alive. It can really hurt. Something is a gift from time. So much love to everybody. So I'm going to go. You're all going to have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. And I will be back very, 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 very soon. Apologies if I don't reply immediately, but I am in a new city and I've still got to try and find a new phone chip and banking because I can't seem to get any money out. So there's a lot for me to resolve and solve, but I'm on my sun destiny line. So maybe that's all part of the joy of my shadows that I will experience here. Go on then, one more card from this deck. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Yes, Kate Bush. Nothing. No messages. Nothing. There it is. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. It's 26 again. It's the day I arrived. 2nd of June. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So 26, positive moment, success. A person that gives excellent advice. That is me. I'm giving excellent advice. But don't blame me if you listen to my advice and mess your life up, because you were meant to. That's all part of our own personal journeys. Look, I mess my own life up at times. I've got no teeth now because I thought, oh, I'll get some implants, and that messed up my life. But I didn't blame anybody. I just go, well, that's the next shadow I walk through, and we'll work it all out. So, excellent advice. I want to say, kiss my eye of Horus. I didn't really want to say that. Kiss my eye of Horus. So, I feel like I want one more of them, just in case there's any other good jokes in them. Exactly, Gustav. So, come on, let's have a little card here. Let's have another card. I might get that tattooed on me. Kiss my eye of Horus. I feel like I want to go and get some tattoos while I'm here. I never finished this one. It was meant to have the dragon's head here. So, Hey, look. Oh, it's number 10. This feels like Isis. Someone just said kiss my Isis. So, number 10. Request for moderation. Moderators, this is a message to you. Request for moderation. Change your world. Yeah, kiss my frond. I love a frond. The ability to adapt. Again, adaptation. This is really, really, you have 2 dragons on your left chest. Left, right. It'll be on my right because it's meant to be, Gustav, this is Monkey getting his staff, and the dragon is all the way around the back, hidden around, and he's meant to come round and then across to face Monkey, and I never got it finished. I was waiting for a moment when I felt it was right. But now I just feel like I've got a whole rest of my body. And I also thought, well, I've got no beard, I could have some things done up my neck. Because I couldn't do that with a beard. So anything's possible in Buenos Aires. So adapt. An adaptation. Yes, moderators, you need to adapt more, Kathy. So, I feel like I need one more. Sorry, because there's a story. Oh, not that many more. But I knew that one was coming. I knew it was going to give me my birthday. I am about to change my looks. I'm gonna actually have, I'm gonna shave out this bit. And shave out this. I'm just going to have a big mutton chops for a bit. Just need to be in a new frequency. So we've got 13 frequency. There's something coming. This is the flow. This is the energy of the Elohim. I just want to say, what's this? He's pressing a button. He's got like a little thing on his back with an antenna. And then we have 20, which is about exchanging gifts with the Elohim. The Elohim will transform your life if you can live in the love. They're going to give you this energy of possibility, transformational possibility, flow, real flow. So, a beard lightning the merciless. I've had that before. So, what's going on, people? Chat me up. Or kiss my eye of Horus. We need a hand signal for the eye of Horus. So that just as a community, we can just secretly make some kind of, little signal. Where's Penelope? New York. I'm just, walrus whiskers. I wanted to have, when this gets long enough, I want to have a big handlebar moustache. But to begin with, I thought that I would do some mutton chops for a bit, just for a new look. Because I had that long beard for about 20 years. And so it's been very strange. The dentistry meant I had to cut everything off so that I could have an operation that didn't work out very well. And now I have the option to become somebody new. La 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 la. Ooh, don't talk to me about that. Walk like an Egyptian. So I've got to go. I'm hungry, but I just enjoy listening because I can hear you all. I like reading all your comments. So beautiful people, look, it's getting dark now outside, so we can come back another day when it's shiny and bright. So wassail everybody. I don't know how quickly this will come up because it was doing weird things earlier. It is time for yum yums. Bye bye everyone. Matthew! Wassail Matthew. Matthew, have you got a song for me? Any random song, just give me a song. I'm going to go when I've got a song from Matthew, and I can put that on while I'm making dinner. Oh, it's getting dark here, and it's so early still. Shine down daylight. There you go. See, I was talking about the darkness coming in. Shine down daylight, and that's the sun. Thank you, Matthew. Thanks, everyone. Say thanks to Matthew. So, wassail everyone. Wassail. My shirt says, more love, less fear, because that's how you get yourself out of here into a better world. So, and I'm going to spend the rest of the evening lounging around and sleeping lots because I didn't sleep very well in the heat. It was 29 degrees, which is like 90 Fahrenheit at night. Whereas here at night, it's about 2 degrees. Or 32 or something, I don't know. Anyway, You're all so very, very beautiful. And I will be back with more videos. And I'm going to take you to Buenos Aires, Buenos Aires. Maybe we'll all go tangoing together. So, wassail. I'm going to go this time. I really am, because I'm starving. Do I want to end the video? Yes, that's why I pressed the ending button. Wassail.